YouTube. Good evening to one and all. This evening, I'm going to do a video of Gun Hill. Normally, I will go up by the lane first here, but because of the time I reach, I will start with the road first and then go up the lane after. The land sitting on the hill here. Once again, people, I'm in the parish of St. George, just below the lion statue here. The lion statue sitting on the hill here at Gun Hill. First of all, up the road here will be leading you back to Newberry, St. George. Newberry is the next settlement uphill from Gun Hill. Newberry is just around the corner. Newberry, and then back to Salisbury, and it will lead you back to the parish of St. John as well, with Golden Ridge, Four Roads, and St. John Parish Church. And it will lead you back to a bit of St. George, of superlative, prerogative, Newberry, superlative, prerogative, St. Jude's, and Draxhall, all in St. George. And Middleton and Fairview, all in St. George. And Salisbury. So this is the lion statue on the hill, which was carved by Captain Henry Wilkinson in 1868. Captain Henry Wilkinson was an officer at Gun Hill Signal Station. And he and his band of army men carved this lion here on this hillside here in 1868. The Gun Hill Signal Station is the highest point in this St. George Parish. Down the hill here now will lead you back to St. George Parish Church. St. George Parish Church via the Glebe Polyclinic, Tate Hill, and Workman's, all down the hill here. So down the hill here will be Workman's via Tate Hill, and then down to the Glebe Polyclinic and St. George Parish Church, which is further down. St. George Parish Church is the second oldest church in Barbados, which was built in 1641, destroyed by the hurricane of 1780, and rebuilt and rededicated in 1784. And down below St. George Parish Church will be Charles River Bridge, which is known as the capital of St. George. So another insight into St. George. St. George is the third largest parish in Barbados. It was carved out of the parish of St. Michael between 1640 and 1641. So St. Michael is the mother parish, and St. George was carved out of it. The lion sitting on top of the hill here. This is another iconic landmark here in St. George. So St. George and St. Thomas are the two inland parishes in the center of the island. They are best referred to as the heart of Barbados or the central uplands of Barbados. There is no sea nor coastline in these parishes. These are the two landlocked parishes. You can see that some of the bush is cut. The bush is cut here. So you can get a clearer view of the land now, more so than me having to go up by this land. Get a clearer view of the land on the hill. So I forgot to mention that St. George is my father's birth parish. For those of you who don't know who my father is, that Shmore that sings or that used to sing years ago with the Sound Pebbles group. He is my father, and he is from the parish of St. George. Satchmore used to write songs for Wendy Allen, Shara Hackett, Carolyn Leacock, and many others. Well, he is my father, and he is from the parish of St. George. Father away from St. George. So this is my preview of Gun Hill in St. George. Is this the King Harvesting spot that I'm seeing? So this is my insight of Gun Hill, St. George, here in Barbados. Again, St. George is the third largest parish in Barbados. St. George is divided into St. George North and St. George South. This is St. George North that I'm in. To me, this part of St. George is more vibrant than St. George South. It is busier. It is connecting to the Charles Zoro Bridge area, which is just at the bottom, downhill. Charles Zoro Bridge is situated downhill from Gun Hill, which is the capital of St. George. St. George is a rural parish, and it is also an agricultural parish. St. George is an agricultural parish. It is a breadbasket parish as well. St. George is a parish that fed many Barbadians from the 1600s up until this present year. St. George is also a rural parish. So this is the beautiful countryside that I'm in now. So thank you guys for watching now, and you have a blessed evening. When I'm finished vlogging on the street, I will go up the lane and do a video of the lane. Thank you guys for your time. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed evening. Love you guys, and stay tuned for more videos of Barbados. Each day I will bring you some content over Barbados, around Barbados. Even though it may be some places that I have covered already, and some places I haven't covered as yet. But nevertheless, I will bring you some content of Barbados. You see lush greenery as well. So, thank you guys for your time, and do have a blessed and a wonderful and a wonder-filled evening.